Hello, this is the Tradesight U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview Domestic Checkup for Tuesday, the 7th of November, 2017. And just be aware, it's a possibility there might not be a market preview tomorrow night just due to my schedule, so we'll see what we get. Here's a look at the ES front-month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market, the S&P 500 in futures form. We are now 11 candles up towards a 13 sell signal. Last one we got was back in April of last year. We can also recycle this, though, unfortunately. So this may or may not actually lead to a signal. We'll see what happens because we're 7 candles up towards a new startup phase. At any rate, we had gained a couple points again on the ES today. So, of course, the whole world gets to talk about new highs in the market. Woohoo! When it really is not much. It was one of the most boring trading days of the year. Let's go through the major indices, and we'll just keep going from there. Crude oil up $1.57 to $57.22. This is the big problem here. This is new highs for the year on crude oil. Not good. Supply, demand exceeding supply right now. Not good there. Gold up $15.20. That's interesting. It's not really a new place on the chart. It's interesting that it's up, though. So the S&P 500 gains. Now, here's the interesting thing. On the cash index of the S&P 500, we're actually 12 candles up, not 11, towards the 13 sell signal. And we're only 2 towards the new startup phase. So this one's going to give us the 13 sell signal with one more day up. But the futures won't. And futures is usually the one you watch, but we'll see. It's always interesting. Nasdaq 100, also new highs, up 18 points, which is a blip on the Nasdaq, to 63.1361. Stocks up 17 points, new closing highs there. Biotech's down $15.77. You know the expression, as go banks and biotechs, so goes the market. The biotechs have been down. VIX up 26 cents to 940, but that's after the lowest, I think basically the lowest close of the year on the VIX, which is horrible. Trend closes at 0.80. That brings the 10-day moving average down to 1.02. If I count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nah, we're not going to drop much off the list here. Nasdaq volume was 2.17 billion shares, down from Thursday and Friday, and it was all in Qualcomm and a couple of stocks. This is what's interesting. Despite, again, new highs, the advanced decline ratio on the Nasdaq was only plus 95. That means there were 95 more stocks up than down, and for the last 10 days, the 10-day moving average is negative. So we've been hitting new highs in the market, while on average, more stocks down than up. It's not usually a good thing. Here's the New York advanced decline ratio, plus 455 today, but again, it was negative, and the moving average is negative, and it comes to about even right now at 15. Google loses $7.31. There's nothing else to say on Google. Apple up $1.75, new closing highs on Apple. Amazon up $9.06, also new closing highs there. Why not? Netflix down up 12 cents. Remember the 13 sell signal in place on Netflix from over a week ago. We haven't made new highs since then. Tesla. Here's what's interesting on Tesla. We almost have a 13 buy signal on Tesla. And the last one gave a good pop in the stock back in August, and we're almost there here again. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, new closing highs for the last month-ish. Not a big deal. Goldman Sachs down 91 cents. Remember that 13 sell signal 2 days ago on Goldman Sachs. All right, let's take a look at the intraday action. So here's the 5-minute candles of the ES. I mean, it was really a very unexciting day. This is not what we like to see. It's very narrow. The whole day is only in about an 8-point range. I mean, a lot of the whole afternoon was in a 3-point range. It's not good. Here's the Nasdaq side. Look how tiny those candles are. It's worse than Friday for sure. And remember, this coming Friday is Veterans Day, so we've got the bank holiday. Stock market's open, even though the banks are closed. It's essentially a holiday. You want to be really careful if you trade at all on Friday. You should treat it as a holiday. Professional traders will not trade that day. So we've only got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday left this week, and this doesn't look good from an activity perspective. All right, in terms of data, not much. We got consumer credit in the afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern time, and we've got the IBD economic optimism number and the JOLTS job openings 30 minutes into the market at 10 a.m. Just so you know, on Wednesday, in case I don't do a preview tomorrow night, crude oil inventory is an hour into the market. That's the only data on Wednesday. So we don't have any data to look at really the whole week. It's a very light week for data, and that's not going to help with the trading. And again, the volume was only because of a couple stocks with news. So that's it. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken the trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading Tuesday and potentially Wednesday if I don't report in. Thanks.